Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Land Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with an advice from Spirit reading. As a reminder, these readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody. Ooh. So please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. That does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Also, this is a timeless reading. Timeless meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. All right, so we have the advice deck here. This is advice from Spirit. We're going to go ahead and separate this into three. We also have the 3 dice here. So, all right, we've got the 3 here. We're going to actually roll each one of the dice, and we're going to see 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take that third one in this one. Okay. And here we're going to take the second one. 1, 2. And we're just going to put the rest to the side. Okay. And if this is a 1, oh, another 3. I was going to say, so we've got 3, 2, 3. So the number 323 may mean something to you. We also have pink, green, and pink. Interesting. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see what 3 pieces of advice Spirit would like to give you within this reading. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Protect yourself and your personal space. Okay, Aquarius. So with this, it's coming through that some of you have somebody that you need to pay attention to in your personal space or in your bubble. Somebody that should not be trusted, should not be listened to. Somebody that may not have the best intentions for you. Okay, so Spirit's indicating, Aquarius, it's really of imperative for you to protect yourself. This is almost like an energy vampire coming through here, and or somebody that just really just does not have good intentions for you. Okay, Spirit's indicating that protecting yourself, for some of you, you can even go online or on YouTube or even on Google, and you can look up kind of protective energy. Sometimes they have like meditation, sometimes they have where you might envision a protective bubble around you and your loved ones. For some of you, this is definitely going to be something that you're going to want to look into and do, because this person or this group of people, for some of you, it's coming, I'm just seeing like 4 or 5 different people that just may not have the best of intentions for you. It could actually be family or friends for a very select few. Okay, you're gonna know if that's you, Aquarius. It'll resonate with you once you hear it. If it's not, don't try to make it fit into your narrative or your story. Okay, but there is an energy around you, or for some, again, multiple energies around you that don't have your best intention. Protect yourself and your personal space. When these energies come around you, these people or this person, no, you're gonna feel it. Oh, the hair on the back of your head or the back of your neck, on your arm, it's going to stand up. You're going to know, you're going to feel it. When you know that, or when you feel that, Aquarius, it's time to excuse yourself, step away, get away from them as quickly as possible, because again, they don't have your best interest at heart. They're not concerned about you. There's an energy or a concern of theirs to take from you in one way or another. Okay, whether it's your energy, your positive vibe, whatever it is, they're for some, though, it's more a material thing that they're wanting to take, and or financial thing. So for some, they're just not, it's not good energy around you. So make sure you're protecting yourself, hiding or making sure that any kind of assets, for some of you, I'm seeing that they actually are able to come into your home. I'm like seeing the couches and or love seat, right, chairs, the coffee tables. They're able to come into your home. do not let them into your home. Okay, this is definitely coming through with a warning with this piece of advice, Aquarius. It's really definitely, it's imperative. Again, that word coming through, imperative, that you protect yourself and your personal space, the space around you, whether this is in your car. For some of you, you know, really having a buddy system here over the next little bit, and or you know, making sure that you're locking the car doors when you get in if you're by yourself, or even with if you're with other people. Just really pay attention to your surrounding, who's around you. And when you feel that energy, and even in those moments when you may not feel that energy but you get that gut feeling, make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure that you are aware. Make sure that you have maybe a whistle or mace or your phone around you. Now, this isn't for everybody. For some, it's just more like an energy drain. Okay, but for some of you, this could be a little bit more emergent. Okay, more of an emergency kind of thing. So, okay, so big warning coming through here, Aquarius. Make sure you heed that energy. You're going to know, again, you're going to feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and or you'll get goosebumps or have the hair stand up, but not in like the, oh man, you know, like sometimes when things move us, we have that energy. This is not that, and you're going to know the difference. There's not going to be any mistaking it, okay? The next one that you have, always go with your first instinct. The second one holds self-doubt. You see, so this is coming through with this first message of or piece of advice and separate, Aquarius, okay? So let's go with it with this first piece of advice, okay? The protect yourself and your personal space. Always go with your first instinct. The second one holds self-doubt. So when you feel that feeling, when you have that gut or visceral reaction, right? Your go with that. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think, oh, I'm just being silly, or oh, you know, I'm probably misreading that. Go with it. It could be, again, imperative for you. Know and trust what you're feeling, the sensations coming through, the gut feelings coming through, the little niggles or knowings, Aquarius, when it comes to this, because you are going to be right. And even in those moments where there's a potential that you might not be right, okay? Your first instinct is going to be what could, you know, really be protective for you, okay? This protective energy. Spirit is like, you know what, Aquarius, I am there for you. I'm, you know, watching over, I am protecting, but you also have to do your part. Pay attention. Always go with that first instinct. Don't second guess yourself. If you feel like something's off, or you feel like that's not a good idea, or if you feel like, you know, somebody's not right or something is wrong, go with that. Do what that first instinct is, to walk away, to say no, to not be involved, to stay home, whatever it may be. Go with that first instinct, Aquarius, because it is a protective measure. It is me nudging you, Spirit, saying, it is me nudging you in the right direction. Okay? Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Don't ignore it, right? Don't ignore it. Okay. Now, as on its own, without this first piece of advice, as this on its own, Aquarius, you're being reminded when something comes through, when you get a divine download, when you get an amazing idea, when this new creative spark comes through, go with it. Okay. That first thing that you think, when somebody asks you a question, that first answer that right off the bat pops into your head is the right one. Even when you're taking a test, that if you don't know the answer, the first thing that comes into your mind is going to potentially be the right one. When we go back through, when we're taking a test, like you're filling out those little bubble little answer sheet things, and you go back through and you're like, oh, well, maybe this is B, and oh, well, this and that. A lot of times that first one is the correct one. That second one is full of self-doubt. That second thought, that right, it's full of doubt. It's right. Your first one is that idea comes through and you're like, oh my God, that's $1 million idea. And then your second thought is, oh, I can't do it. And 9 times out of 10, it seems like we go with that second thought, which is a form of self-sabotage. Aquarius. So Spirit's indicating no, always go with that first instinct, whatever that first yes or no is, or right. Somebody asks you to do something, and you're like, oh, your first thought is no, or you sigh, or you like roll your eyes like to yourself, right? That's a no. Go with that. There's a reason why, right? Your body knows. It gives you the messages. It gives you the indicators. It even sometimes sometimes even subconscious cues that we don't see but other people see, Aquarius. Okay, so we're always telling on ourselves, we know what is best for ourselves. We always have the messages come through, the niggles, the knowings, right? The sighs, or the holding our breath with joyful expectation, or holding our breath not with joyful expectation, right? And we can feel the difference within our own self. We know what is right for us. Our body knows, our higher self knows, right? We know. Always go with that first instinct, because, again, that second one is the self doubt, or the self sabotage, or the, oh, maybe I shouldn't, or what might happen if, or that kind of energy. And that's just not assisting, okay? It's not assisting you. All right, let's see that third piece of advice coming through here. Oh, well, touche. Okay. There's no mistake in this, Aquarius. Stop complaining. It creates holes in your happiness. Oh my gosh. Aquarius, I feel like we should all like have this as a bumper sticker, or put it on our mirror in the bathroom so we see it all the time, to remind ourselves, stop complaining. It creates holes in your happiness. Holes in your happiness, Aquarius. How, wow. That's a powerful statement right there. Spirit is really coming through within this message today, Aquarius. Just stop complaining. You know what? If you know how they have the swear jars, where every time you swear you have to put a quarter or a dollar or whatever it is into a jar. What would happen if you had to put a quarter or a dollar into a jar every time you complained? Okay. Or what would happen if you could actually physically see holes in your happiness? I know that sounds insane or crazy, but holes in your happiness every time you complained. Or what would happen if every time you said something negative about yourself or somebody else, you could actually physically see on a scale how depleted you or that other person might be? What might happen then? Would you, Aquarius, kind of step up and take responsibility and realize that the complaining isn't helping you, that it doesn't do anything, or being negative about yourself or other people, it doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't create, this balancing out. It doesn't create, there. I mean, it doesn't put you like a peg above anybody else. It just actually, kind of moves you down a peg, right? What might happen if you could see that on the physical plane? How that would come through, or how that looks, or if there was like a chalkboard potentially, right, that was there, that like put a mark or put an actual hole or whatever, like, something on that you could actually physically see. We can't, and so we don't realize the damage that it might do, or does do to ourselves or to other people or to our happiness, right? But it really, really does. It really can pull us down. It really can create those holes in our happiness, in our self esteem, in our self confidence, in the way we see ourselves, right? There's so much that goes with that, Aquarius. So, all the way across, this really is kind of these pieces of advice are coming through as warnings, right? Always go with that first instinct, Aquarius, because warning, if you don't, a lot of times that second one is full of self-doubt, right? Stop complaining. It creates holes in your happiness. Do you want to be happy, Aquarius? Do you actually want to be happy, or do you like to say or think of the idea of being happy, but you're not really wanting to put in the work in or take action? Stop complaining. Things that you can stop doing, things that you can start doing, right? To really move into a space of embracing happiness, or creating happiness, or even holding on to happiness, or even moving into just 1% more happiness per a day, right? Protecting yourself, protecting your personal space. You sometimes, Aquarius, we are the ones that we need to really pay attention to, because we are the ones that I know this is going to be hard to hear, need to protect ourselves from. Sometimes we're the ones that are stealing our own kind of energy, our own happiness, our own, right? We're second guessing ourselves, or we're creating self doubt around ourselves, or we're the energy vampires just sucking out our own happiness, or our own joy, our own energy, our own grace, our own feeling of brilliance, right? Sometimes we need to really protect ourselves from ourselves, protect our own space, personal space from ourselves. We need to sometimes pay attention to how we are coming across, the energy we're putting out, the energy that we're feeling, how we are feeling, if we're complaining, if we're being in a state of gratitude or in a great state of lack, in a state of scarcity, right? We get to really become warriors within our own life. And this warning is coming out, Aquarius, within this reading. Spirit is bringing this through with 3 different pieces of advice in one way or another to remind ourselves that first and foremost, we have that responsibility to be warriors within our own life for our own self, to rise up, to step up, to, really protect ourselves, our energy, to stop complaining, stop putting holes in our own happiness, create our own happiness, step up for ourselves, to always go with our first instinct, because we know ourselves best, and our body will give us the messages, the signals, the information that we need to make the best decisions for ourselves. But also, it's coming through with a warning to pay attention to the people that we surround ourselves with, that we give energy to, that we allow to be within our space, right? Because even with that, if we are around people who are complaining all the time, it also has the potential to put holes in our own happiness, because sometimes we allow ourselves to lower ourselves down to other people's levels. And if other people are complaining, sometimes we want to jump right on that bandwagon and start complaining as well, or with them. Or there's also that energy of sometimes we want to one up. Oh, you had this happen? Oh, well, let me tell you about what happened to me, right? Aquarius. So this is coming through. These 3 pieces of advice are really coming through from Spirit with a warning. There's a warning label attached here, Aquarius. And paying attention to this really, really has that potential to really shift the way that your life is going. No more holes in your happiness, no more complaining, or even reducing that complaining, of course, really could change the whole trajectory of your life. Always going with your first instinct. What might happen if you did? How many ways could you grow, stretch, be more flexible if you went with that first instinct instead of self-doubt, the second one, self-sabotage, that kind of energy? How much could you gain by doing that? Also, when you protect yourself in your personal space, Aquarius, you have that potential to not leak energy or allow others to suck energy from you. Also, that protective energy, Aquarius, could really, really keep you safe. This is a big, bold message coming through. A lot of advice, a warning as well, Aquarius. This big slapping on this warning label, kind of, from Spirit, right? You've got that 323, which I just bumped this and changed this last one. Maybe look that up and see what the message is for you within that number as well. But this message needed to come through here, Aquarius, because some of you really needed to hear it, okay? And specifically during this time, whenever you come across it, it is a timeless reading, but specifically during the time that you come across this, Aquarius, this message is definitely for you, okay? This warning, big old warning label here, Aquarius, that really can change the trajectory and brighten up all your, your future days, really starting kind of as quickly as you start to kind of put these into practice. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.